Hello.
Hi.
Hey, hi, Pooja. So you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for the delay.
Okay.
Um, so I hope you will be having some confusions or some questions related to the yesterday's class, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just have a recap. Then we'll start directly with the hands-on practice on the concepts which we have learned for the GitHub till now. Uh, Meanwhile, if you face any confusion, you can just stop me and ask me the doubts. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me share my screen. So in today's class, our main motto is understanding the GitHub workflow. Yesterday, we have seen we have understood the concepts, but today we want to see how those concepts are interrelated. What is the workflow? And you have learned about repositories, branching, merging, commits. So which should come first and which should come in the second place. So whether it's a commit in the first place or branching in the first place, like that. Now we'll get to know the connection between these all concepts, and that itself is nothing but a workflow. How the flow will go from branching to merging. Okay. So then once we understand that workflow, then we will jump into the practicing of GitHub and Git concepts directly. So just quick recap of the classes, three classes. In the first class, we have seen the definition for the cloud-based software model and CRM platform, and we have understood why Salesforce is a cloud-based and CRM platform. That is done, and in the second, and in that class itself, we have seen about the trial head, created account. From creation of account to the creation of playground, we have learned navigation and community concepts as well. Then project management, we have seen what are the project strategies or methodologies that will be followed in the today's software projects we have seen. Now, after that, we have come to the introduction to GitHub. In the GitHub introduction, we have discussed the use of GitHub actually, which is like managing your code or source code. Then we have also seen the like how to create a GitHub account. Even in the yesterday's class, also I have first shown how to create the GitHub account again. Uh, then in the yesterday's class itself, we have seen what is version control system and what is the importance of version control system. Just I will have a brief overview again once again, because this is important to understand today's workflow. Now, a problem if there is no version control system for any team is if any of the team member pushes the code to the code folders or repositories, then if someone other person pushes the same as other code onto the same folder, then the previous person's code will be replaced with the second person's code. I hope this concept it is clear, right, to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. One second. We have understood if there is no version control system, then we assume that it is a one single ball where only one occupant can occupy the place for his files or the code. The source files. So whenever person A pushes the code to this one, this code will take a complete place. And if some other B person pushes the same code into the same folder, or different code into the same folder, or you can just think as the same bowl, then the A person's code will be deleted and only B person's code will be residing, or the B person's files will be residing onto that bowl. This is a case or scenario when we don't have the version control system. Means if this is a version 1 of the same application and which is a version 2 of the same application, then if the version 2 is coming, then version will be deleted. If some team member C want to monitor the code created by the A person or B person, or he want to monitor the versions before the V2, that is V1 or some other versions of the code, then this is not possible, because we don't have any what we call any source where we can find that the versions of the code or source files. Now this is one problem, and another problem also we have seen, if this is one file which is working file. So I'll just remove this one. Okay, it's not available here. So now,
You
hello.
can tell in
Actually, this is being recorded, and I have students from Maharashtra, so they are
Okay.
facing difficulty.
All right.
So that's the case. Okay, they are working employees, so they are unable to attend this class. They are watching the recordings and they are reaching out to me. So that's the reason I have to go with English.
Okay. All right. No problem.
Yeah. Okay. So if you consider the second scenario, second problem, there is a case where this is a working application. Your application is working fine in any desktop or somewhere in the servers. Your application is working fine. Now, this working application you have given to your people, people or A team member or B team member, and ask them to enhance this application. Now, if they write the code and pushes the code directly to this application, and you think to review this code. I mean, there may be bugs, or there might be the issues in the code written by them, as they are the team members. So you are the senior developer in your company and you want to review that code. That is not possible if there is no such version control systems, because if they push directly the code here, the application, the working code will be replaced by this whatever the code, the experimental code written by the developers A or B, because that is not being tested by you, or that is not being reviewed by you, and that is not being compared between the working application and their experimental application code. So this is a second situation where there is a need to monitor the code, or compare the code, or review the code written by these team members. Now, first scenario, there needs to be a review on the versions. We need to have a what you call backup of the versions of the source files the team members are working. And the second one is we need to have a way to compare or review that code. These two scenarios these two problems will be fixed only with the possibility with the help of version control systems. Now we have seen the basic version control system, or the most common version control systems, right? Did you remember them? The two most common version control systems, or the version control system divided into two types?
Central and distributed.
Yes. So this is centralized version control system, and the second one is distributed version control system. Now we have also seen the difference between them, right? Centralized version control system, there is no local repository. The source of truth is the main repository that is residing in the servers. Now when you update or commit the any changes to this repository, that will be reflected directly to this repository, right? So
Yes.
this creates some kind of feel of insecurity where if someone mishandles the files or mishandles the code that is residing on the main repository, we can review here. The reviewing is possible here, but it is always helpful that before committing here, if the person itself who is working here reviews the repository here itself in his local systems. So
Oh,
if that is there, then that will be helpful for him or for a team lead or the team, that this repository is always already being texted by the persons who are working in the local machines. And if there are any issues, then the Git is going to help you that there is a issue with this repository. You are missing it will show us the status. These many files have been added, these many files have been deleted. So now do you want to push the code? That kind of local management is needed for the repositories before it is being pushed to the servers into the main source of truth. So this is clear, right?
yes.
Now, so to handle such situation, we have come up with the distributed version control system, where this main server or the main source of truth will be copied as a repository, same repositories into the local machine. If there are 3 people working on that, there will be 3 copies made of this repository. Repository and branches are different. So for now, just remember this repository is maybe a group of branches or maybe a single branch. Okay. I already told you what are the branches. Again, I'll come to that point. But for now, just remember that the repository may be a group of branches. Okay. Now that repository, which is a set of source files or set of branches, is copied as a whole to the local repositories. We use certain commands. Here we will use certain commands in our command prompt to download those repositories or to copy those repositories, or in Git terminology, we say clone those repositories. Cloning. We tell them cloning of those repositories into our local machines. Then once we clone those repositories into our local machine, we do updates and we do commit the changes directly to this local repository. Once we do here, then we use a command, git commands, where we will push the code to the repository. Okay. Is it clear? Hello?
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll update and then we'll
Ah,
commit.
yes,
That is,
will
we'll
come. Yeah.
we'll push again back to the main server.
We'll push again back to the main server. Now, from yesterday's class to today's class, the terminology added new terminology like commands, cloning, right? So these are the part of today's class, which which I told that we are going to discuss today the workflow of the GitHub, right? Now,
Cloning
so
means like
clone. Yeah, cloning is nothing but copying or downloading the repository. Okay. You
Okay.
are downloading the repository from the main server to your local servers. That is nothing but cloning.
Of files.
A group of files or group of branches. Okay. We'll come to that branches again. Yesterday I have told, but I know there is a confusion. So we'll come to that point soon. For now, just remember that repository is a set of branches and set of source files. Okay. Now that is being copied to the local repository by using the command git clone. Okay. Clone. Now it is being downloaded. You commit, you update the repository files, then you push the commit to the repository. That is not the final repository. This is local repository. Now what you do is, are we done the right thing or wrong thing? Have we deleted any important files? We'll check that. What we do the command git status. Okay.
Okay.
We do the command git status, which will tell us what are the files deleted, what are the files added. Okay.
Okay.
Now, once we feel that whatever the things we have changed or deleted or added is right, what we do is we do git push. So whatever these changes that have been created here or changed in the local repository will be pushed to the main server, main repository. Okay.
Okay.
Now, once again, there is a need to change those repositories. I mean, to change the files again. What we need to do is we no need to clone again because you already have a complete copy of your repository. What you just need is if whatever if someone if I am the person and you are the person working there and you push the your changes, I told, okay Pooja, I have committed a new changes, I have added some log files, I have added some other two methods. Now what you do is you do copy those files again to your local system, then you start working on that again. So what you need to do, you no need to delete the existing clone and then start what you call then start cloning again, then committing and updating and committing. There is a way that you can only pull the files which have been changed. What this pull will do is it will compare the whatever the files in your system or whatever the copy of the repository which you have done using the clone into your system, that is local repository, and it will fetch only the changes. That is the use of git pull. So it is confusing because there is a clone command, there is a pull command. So what is the difference between these two? Clone is always a first copy or first download of your repository into your local repository, local machines. Once that is done, if you want to update the repository which is already in your system with the latest changes which is made by some other persons into the repository, then you use the command git pull. It will compare the local repository and the server repository, then it will pull only the changed files or the new files. Is that clear?
Yes.
So it is nothing but that will be refreshed again with the this using pull command. This local repository again refreshed with the same copy of the server repository, main server repository. So this is the main like what we call main importance between these two. We have to remember when we deal with coding and when we deal with deploying. I hope this cloning, status, and pull and push are clear, right?
Yes.
We'll come.
Status is
Status is
the
go ahead.
like the current change what you made it, right?
Yes, the current changes what you have made to your local repository. Have you
Oh,
created any branches? Have you created any commits? Or have you deleted any files? So that whole status will be displayed. Okay.
okay.
Now, what we do is this clear for the distributed version control system? In this example itself, I have told the workflow which we are going to follow for the Git, because Git is nothing but it's a distributed version control system itself, right?
Yes.
Version control system, two kinds, central and distributed. And for the distributed version control system, we have a best example or best tool is Git. So that's the reason I have told here itself how the Git is following these standards of distributed version control system. Now, one second. This we have already seen this difference between Git and Subversion. In the latest example also, what I have told is whatever you do, Git branching, Git status, Git commit, is everything is in your local system using the Git what you installed yesterday. But when it comes to Subversion or any central repositories or centralized version control systems, then everything will be done here. Branching, reverting, logging, merging. So everything will be done here except the status. That is the use of the distributed version control system, that is Git here. So I hope this is clear, right?
Yeah.
Now, also we have seen where GitHub fits in the development lifecycle. You code it, you do some changes, then you push it for the deployment so that your team members can collaborate with you and develop the functionality. Or once the complete development is done by all the team members, then a team lead or architect will review the code, review the pull request raised by you to merge your branches into the main branch. Then he is going to merge those branches, and the final code is ready for the deployment. So this is where the Git will fit, not in the initiate phase or in the closing phase. It is in the execute phase, and after the executing phase, like between the monitoring phase of the project and the executing phase of the project. We have discussed, right? There are 5 stages, especially for 5 to 6 stages. If you see for the project life cycle, then in that executing phase and monitoring phase is mainly focused for the developers.
Yes.
So this is what, sorry?
Three phases again, like development, testing, and deployment.
Yes,
Maybe.
in the execute phase itself, you will be having development and testing and deployment. So throughout this process, we need a Git, because when we develop, not only you developing, your team members also developing. You push it, then they compare it, they will check it, again they will push their changes, again you start developing. So it's a cyclic process for the development. There you have involvement of Git. Once the complete coding is done, you'll be testing that. There also you have involvement of GitHub or the Git. Then again, once that is done, you'll deploy final code. Where you're going to deploy the final code? To the main branch, right? The main folder. Inside the repository, there is a main folder. Folder is nothing but a branch, and that main folder or default folder can be copied. Those are nothing but your branches, not a main branch. The copied folder in a repository, that is nothing but a branch. So what you do, you push the final code after all the comparisons and testing to the main branch. That is nothing but deployment. It is a part of deployment. You are deploying your code finally.
Yeah.
Okay. Or I'll just tell a brief introduction of branching again. Repository is in the main server that is copied to the local repository by 3 team members. Okay. Repository. Now inside this repository, you will be having a branch. That branch or that main folder inside a repository is nothing but a main branch, or we call a default branch. Okay. Now this branch can be copied as is into the same repository and can be called another branch. It is just it's a part of new feature development or a bug fix by your team members. Then what you do, you won't do any changes here. That will be copied to the another branch. I mean, that will be copied and created another branch. There you will do your changes. Okay. Now you may get the doubt. We are copying the whole repository here. Also, we are copying the inside the branches. We are doing a copy of the existing branches, right? Why this 2-level copying is needed? You just think, suppose it's like a 2-level security, because first what you do, you are securing your repository by making a copy. Then you are securing your files or the main folders by doing again the copy. That's simple. Whole repository can be copied, and a part of a branch in the repository is also copied. Now when you do a copy of this whole repository, which have like 3 to 4 branches, then here also in your local machines, you will be having 3 to 4 branches. Okay. Here also you'll be having 3 to 4 branches, because what you're doing, into your local machine, you are not copying only one single branch. You are copying whole repository. And inside those repositories, inside that repository, you are doing the branching to make it more secure for your files.
Yeah.
Okay. So this needs to be very clear because we are not downloading the branch, we are downloading the whole repository. Inside that repository, you are creating the branches, and what you do is you can switch between these branches. If you are on branch 1 or main branch inside your repository, when you are working, you can switch between these branches. We'll come to that switching, creating the branches. Okay. But for now, this is the concept you have to remember. Copying whole
Okay.
repository and copying the branches or creating a new branches is completely different. Okay. Now we have seen difference between Git and GitHub. Git is a version control application where GitHub is a. Did you remember what is a GitHub and GitHub? Git different, basic difference.
Yeah.
So can you tell in one word, like we have discussed yesterday?
Yeah. Git is like a version control app, and like it handles version control, and GitHub handles collaboration.
Yes, yes. So that's simple and understandable easily because Git maintains your project by doing care of your versions. So it is called version control system application. Then when it comes to GitHub, once the versions are maintained, you want to collaborate with the people, then the GitHub plays a key role.
Yeah.
So in terms of Git, we have seen repositories till now, and we have seen the commits. Commits are nothing but a small change or a big change you do to your repository or to your branch or to your source files. Okay.
Okay.
Then we have seen the concept of branching. Branching is inside this repository, there will be a main branch. So to make sure that that branch is secured and without any bugs or issues, what you do is if someone wants to experiment with that branch, they need to copy that branch. Then after copying that branch, they need to do changes and they need to create a pull request here. That is part of GitHub. But why we do Git pull request? Why do we create a pull request for our branch to merge into the main branch?
Yeah.
Okay. I created a branch because I suppose my ID is KM185 like that. So what I do, KM185 is my ID. So I create a bug fix branch from the main branch. Bug fix branch from the main branch. So once I do the bug fix branch from the main branch and I have given a name here, now I do a pull request. Hey, I want to merge my branch to the main branch because this is already the file. This already contains the files which are in the main branch because I have copied that, right? I have done only small part of changes from entire this branch. I have done only few changes. Now I want to merge this. So I will raise a pull request. What this pull request will do? Here it will compare. Okay, these are the changes that are done. Now, okay, this fits here. If we merge these two branches, then it will fix here. It will not impact anything. So then I can go ahead with the merging. That pull request once you raise, that will be gone to your team leads or architects. Sorry, go ahead.
Architects.
Yeah,
Can't even.
architects. Yeah, architects. They will review that code. If there are any issues in the code, what we do is they don't merge. They directly decline that and adds a message to you that this pull request is having a certain issue. So please fix that so that we can merge it again. What you do again, you pull, not clone. Again, you pull the branch or the latest copy of your repository into your local machine. Then you do the changes and then again you commit back and you push the code to the main server. Then again, the person will review. This is a cyclic process until a person the team lead or architect feels the code is ready to be merged to the main or default branch in your repository. So that is clear for the merging and branching concept, right?
Yeah.
Confusion?
No.
Okay, clear. Now there is a tagging concept. That tags are nothing but pointers to your commits. A commit
Yeah.
should have a unique name because we can identify the different commits. Because if the two commits having the same name, you just tell that bug fix KM1, bug fix KM2. That will create an issue when you are going for finding the exact commit that you have a correct code. So for that, it's better, always better to use the tagging so that you can maintain the correct identifier to your commits. So this is clear. Now, GitHub, as we see in GitHub, is a collaboration platform where you will be having a project and issues to go with to understand how the project is going and to deal with the what you call bugs or issues which you are having inside that code. We'll come to know exactly what issues are because that cannot be told orally. That should be taught practically itself. So we'll come to know that for the projects and issues in the GitHub. But for now, for today's class, it is important to understand pull requests. So just now we have a discussion that pull requests are nothing but a request to merge your changes to into the main branch from your the copied branch. That should be very clear for when it comes to the pull request. Okay, this we have seen just now. We also answered. Git handles version control. GitHub handles collaboration. Now, okay, we have created a GitHub repository.
Yes.
Let me go to the repository. And let it load. Okay, 1 second. So this is the repository which we have created yesterday. I think if you open your GitHub also, you will find the same. The org name followed by the repository name. Okay. Let me open the repository. So this is the repository name. This is the file, which is a default file, which we have created while creating the repository. This is a README file. We have came to know the importance of a README file, that it maintains documentation, how to use the files in your repository. If someone from your team wants to download your repository, then they will look into the README file. They will understand how to use that repository and how to go with the project further.
Okay.
So now we have this main branch. For now, just we think that we have only one branch. Okay.
Okay.
Now that one branch, what I need to do, I need to clone it first. Now GitHub is providing a way where we can edit the branch here itself. But I don't want to do here. What I want to do, I want to clone that repository. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a minute. Okay. So are you using Mac or what color? Windows?
Windows.
Okay. Now go to any of the file, I mean any of the folder in this way.
From where?
From your file manager, open any of the folder.
From GitHub or
No. Go to your system. Go to your system.
okay.
Inside that system, you will be having a file manager, right? You will be having different drives, Windows and some other drive. Open one of the drive. Then in that, you create a folder.
Shall I create a new folder?
Yes. Name it as a GitHub. It's better you create a subfolder in a folder, and that's the main folder name. If we keep PD, that will be very easy, because inside this folder itself, you are going to have GitHub, some other concepts as well here itself. Going ahead. Is it done?
No, just give me 1 second.
Okay.
New folder. I've just created new folder in the folder again. So what should I?
Just open that folder. You something like this, it will be appearing like folder name. Open that folder. That will be empty. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let me show you. Now, if you do the right click and show more options, you will be having a option like open in terminal, open GitHub. Sorry, open Git GUI here, or open Git Bash here. Right? Do you have an option to Git Bash? Yesterday, if you install the Git, then definitely Git Bash will come along with that.
Yes. Open in terminal, open Git
Git
GUI
Bash.
here.
Yes, Git Bash here. So open a Git Bash here.
Okay.
Something which is similar
Yeah.
to the command prompt terminal will be appearing here. Okay. Now, the first step or first stage of the workflow, if we think only one branch is existing in our what's called repository, is that you use the git clone, right?
Yeah.
Git clone. I want to download the clone, the copy from where you created a branch, right? Sorry, you created a repository, right? In that
Yeah.
repository, there is an option called code.
Okay.
Now, click on that code. Okay. There is a link for cloning. That link, if you see here, something similar to this will be appearing for you. Your
Just
org name followed by the what we call repository. Sorry, go ahead.
I could not find that option called code.
Do you have the option like read, add file? This all
Yeah, yeah. Code on the top. I
code
can
you have?
see like here.
I think uh, some mismatch for your browser. Just click on the drop down wherever you see the code. This
Yes,
is
yes, I see now.
so you'll be having an option to clone using the HTTPS URL.
Where should I click?
Uh, do can you see this?
Yeah, yeah.
Copy this.
Should I click on code?
Uh,
The green
uh,
color option?
yeah. So
Okay.
if you click here,
Yeah.
is this appearing HTTPS?
Yes.
So there is an option to copy.
Okay.
So go to your, sorry,
Copied.
then go to your
Bash and paste it.
bash, paste it here. Okay.
Yes, pasted.
Paste. Now click enter.
Okay.
Okay. Now something similar kind of logs will be appearing for you. Then go back to the folder. Before
Okay.
this, there was no folder, right? Bash PD like this repository. Whatever the repository, I'm not sure which repository you are having. Can you tell the name of your repository?
A repository name, Go
Mm-hmm.
Puja.
Okay. Now, if you do that, if you see that, that will be appearing here. You haven't created that. You just downloaded or cloned from your GitHub main server repository. Okay.
I could not see anything in my folder.
Uh-huh. Okay. Where so where did you use the git bash? Is this files appearing? Is this logs appearing same or anything different logs for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Share your screen.
Okay. Post disabled participant screen sharing.
I'm sorry. Let me. Okay, now you can. Give me a minute. Are you sharing your screen?
Yes, I just shared it. Cannot start screen share while the other participant is sharing.
My bad. Now you can.
Okay.
Open this. Okay, git bash, no such files or directory. Oh, you haven't used git clone, right? You can see there. Type git clone, git space clone
Where?
in the git bash.
Git bash here.
Git bash, yeah, git clone. Git.
Oh, shall I write git bash here again?
No. Git clone. Git clone. Git
Git.
clone. No, space between the git. We are telling the computer that use git and clone my
Okay.
URL. You go to the GitHub, there you copy that URL.
So now git space clone and then what?
Space.
Space.
Go to the GitHub in your right side. There you
Yeah.
have a copy that. Now click on your git bash, paste it. Now do the enter. Yeah, now it is cloning.
Oh,
Okay.
click on git space clone.
Yes,
Right?
yes. So that is the command we are going to use for cloning or downloading your repository into your local machine. Now, as we know, it's a distributed version control system. Whatever there in the main server will be copied to your local server. That is nothing but a local repository you will be having. You have, inside your
Yeah.
folder, you have that. Is that clear?
So now I got a folder here, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So, now let me share my screen. Okay, now I got my folder. What I do want to do is, I want
Can I
to,
can I remove the older one?
which one? The
The
bash.
bash which I created before.
Yes. You can just click. There is no need now. Again, if you want, we can open the git bash.
Okay.
Now, open that folder. Okay. Just
Okay.
create one text file. Create one text file inside that folder. Text file. You just tell it as my first
What option should I go to?
Just click on the right click. Just
Okay.
go click on right click. You'll be
Okay.
having an option for new. That will
Okay.
be the folder, any of other documents. So just click on a text option here. Once you click on the text option, you'll be having some text document with some name. Change the name of that document.
Text.
Yeah,
Okay.
my first file. Are you done till here?
Yes.
Now, open that file. Open that file. Add the changes. Hi, this is my first file to check the workflow of the GitHub or Git. Okay, I'll just save it, Control S, then close this. Now, let us go to the Git bash. Okay, now let us
What
go to, sorry,
what you did is my file, my
just
first
add,
file.
just add some content into that. Just
Like
add some,
which?
what, you some kind of words, sentences. Just add to that.
Okay.
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 Mm. Now you just close it. Is the Git bash is open for you?
Yes.
Okay, open that Git bash again. Now type git status. Sorry. When you open the GitHub, you will be in the folder where you created your repository, right? To make you clear, you are having one folder, right? PD1 something. Inside that, you are having a GoPull something, right?
Yeah.
Now, Git status will not work on the main folder. You have to go to the repository folder. So to go to the repository folder, we have a command which we have to use in the Git bash, like change directory, CD. Okay.
Okay.
Change directory to the whatever the name you have given to your file. I have given here batch 1 PD1. So is that clear?
Okay. Change directory space.
Change directory space your repository name, nothing but your folder name.
Land. Okay.
Okay. Once you
Click on it.
go to that, you can see here you will have a small word called main here, which tells that whatever the branch you are currently in this repository is nothing but your main branch. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I got it.
Yes. Now you type the command git status.
Okay.
On branch main, your branch is up to date with org or main, means you are up to date, but there are untracked files, means you have changed something, but you haven't committed that.
Okay.
So that is nothing but my first file text is existing in the your repository, means your repository is changed. Changing in the sense not only the content of the file is being changed, the changing in the sense the file is changed, new file is created, new file is deleted. Those all comes on the changes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now what they want to do is they want to add or commit my changes to the repository. Okay.
Yeah.
Git add. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing specified, nothing added. You just see nothing specified or nothing added. Okay. Now git commit you do. We just encounter the issues first, then we'll come to the actual things. Okay. Second. Use CLS. Use CLS.
Actually, I didn't do this all that.
Okay.
I will.
Okay.
Should I click on git add, git commit?
One second. Yeah, 1 second. Let me clear the screen.
Status add commit.
Yeah. CLS. Clear. Sorry. CLS is for Windows terminal. Clear is for Git bash terminal. Now, okay. Use the command git add dot.
Okay.
Dot in the sense whatever the changes in the current directory, that all you need to push. Dot. In this is current file. Is it clear? Now, I mean, git add is clear, right? Once you do the git add and check for the git status, here you can see your branch is up to date. Changes to be committed means you have added a new file. You might be thinking we haven't discussed this add command yet now, but you are telling git add. Because what you think is you have to do any changes, then commit directly, right?
Yes.
Git add is between this whatever the changes you do and commit, because you don't want to commit for each change, each one line change. You don't want to commit. You do change, add it to your like what we call your space. Then you do add it to your staging area. We call it as a staging area. So you do all the changes to the staging area, which is which is going to collect your all changes. Once that is done, then you do final git commit.
Okay.
That means whatever the small changes you do, that will be grouped into one big change and push it to your local repository.
Okay.
Committed to the local repository, not push, because push again from local repository to the server main server repository. So that will be committed to the local repository. Now git.
First, we need to add whatever we are supposed to add, and then we'll get to know the status and we'll commit.
Yes. Okay. Now, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Git commit. Now -m. Okay. Just I'm telling you, even okay. Just do the git commit for now. Something will be visible like this. Okay.
Git commit. Okay. Yes.
Again, type. 1 second. Enter. If it is not going, then type. Sorry. Colon QA in this way. You can see right here.
Towards the bottom? Like
Towards the bottom. It's QA. My mistake. I have misused the command actually. QA. Type colon QA, then click on enter.
colon QA, right?
Yeah, colon QA and enter.
Yes. Command not found, it seems.
1 second, you do that.
Q and space A or else just QA.
Column QA. That's it. Column QA.
Yeah, it shows like command is not found.
Can you just share the screen, please? Okay. Okay, you are here, right? So no, not an issue. Okay, my bad. That's the reason I asked you on which screen you are. I went into the VM, so the VA editor. So for you, it's clear now. So you are here. Git commit. Just type git commit.
Okay.
Hmm.
Please tell me who you are.
Yeah, I will come to that. That is like a configuration part. So git commit. If this is still not allowing you, then I will see. Git commit -m.
-m.
This is my first commit in single quotes or in double quotes. This is my first commit. No. Go back, go clear the screen. I mean, clear it, everything. Go again, delete that itself. -m. Also delete that -m. Git space commit space -m. My friend, space double quote,
Sorry.
double quotes, like what you call it's double
Ob.
quote. Yeah, no, not that one. You just keep a string in a right.
Inverted.
Yeah, inverted commas, two. Yeah, double quotes. Then you type a message. This is my first commit. Close the quotes. Again, double quotes. Like click enter. Means you are doing a commit through a commit message. -m indicates that this is a message for my commit. Previously,
Okay.
we haven't provided any message, so it will not accept us.
Okay.
Now click on enter. Okay. Still you are not facing an issue. Oh,
Uh,
okay. Sorry. I think you have this for sure. Hmm. Git config
okay.
space hyphen global. No, space hyphen global. Oh,
Two
hyphen,
hyphens.
yes, hyphen global space user dot email space your email ID, which you are going to use in your, no, space double quotes. Now, okay, this is like setting up your configuration, which we need to do in the start, but I forgot that.
Okay.
Click enter. Sorry.
If it asks like who you are, we should give our mail address by telling us the
Yes. Also, you provide the name git config, same command git config hyphen global user dot name equals to your username.
username.
Yes. User dot name equal to, so user dot name space. No. Same like previous. Git config hyphen global
Okay.
space user dot
Name.
name space single sorry double quotes. In the double quotes, you type your name. If it is very helpful, if you use the username which you provided uh, in the GitHub. While creating the
Okay.
GitHub, you provided the username, right? If that itself is provided here, that will be very easy for you. I'm going further. There might be a need to check.
Is that not the same user ID?
Which one? This Pujita.
Like now I provided some virotipujit@gmail.com username, user email here, right? Is it not the
Yeah.
same provided here?
This is same, right? I'm asking you, is that same?
I think so. I
Uh,
think it's
okay, not an issue. Just click enter.
okay.
Now you do the git commit -m. Just click on up arrow, page up, page down arrows will be there, right? So click on again up arrow because no need to type everything again. Just click again. Now enter because whatever the
Oh,
history of your commands will be displayed
yes.
using the up arrow.
Okay.
Hmm.
This is my first commit. Should I click
Yes,
on?
yes. Click enter. Okay. Now in the main branch, you have a commit. This is my first commit. So number of files changed, one file changed, and inside that file you don't have any insertions or deletions of any lines. Okay.
Okay.
The file name is my first file dot text. Okay.
Okay.
Now you created where in your local repository. Okay. This commit
Okay.
is to your local repository. Now if you go to your GitHub, which is on the right hand side, and reload that page, control R. If it is Windows, it's control R. So there is no new file created here because whatever the changes you done, it is in your local repository. What we need to do? That initial
We
commit, sorry,
this main repository.
we need to push the changes now from your
Yeah.
local repository to the
Main
sorry, main repository. Now you have to use the command git push.
git push here at the git bash.
Yes. Everything you do in the git bash itself.
Okay. Git push.
Good push. That's it. Enter.
Yep. Clicked on enter, but no
Yeah.
change.
Let it load.
Okay, it would take a second. Okay.
Yes.
What should I
Sign
do?
in. Sign in. Yes. Sign in with code. Do you have the code?
Yes,
Yes.
5-1.
Visit the URL below. Yeah.
We paste this code over there.
Yes. That's it. Sign
You
in
enter
with
the
passkey. No. Sign in with passkey. Click
okay.
there. Windows section. Okay. Click that. Even I'm not sure with this passkey. I haven't used it. Okay. Sorry.
Mm,
My bad. Cancel that. Login actually. Login. Do you have the login credentials? Username and password, remember? Hello?
yes.
Yeah. Just log in. If not, go back once. Go back. I mean, not die here. Okay. 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 I think you haven't signed in the browser yet, so you just sign in.
Is that not the GitHub account?
Yeah, it's a GitHub account itself.
I do have a GitHub account, right?
You need to log in.
Yes, but I can log in with my username and password. I have them, right?
Yeah. Go ahead with that. You can unshare the screen and you can check it. Change your password after this, okay?
Okay.
Go to this. Got it. Just got it. Go to your device. I mean, your Git bash. No. Git bash.
I need to enter it, I guess. I can't
Yes.
map.
Yes. Continue.
Okay.
Give access. Git wants access to GitHub.
Where?
Authorize Git ecosystem. Authorize Git ecosystem.
Okay, congratulations. You all set.
Said okay. Now go back to your bash. No, not here. In your task manager, like in the task down. Let me make it clear. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, here you can see. So what it is being told, your push is done, right?
Yeah.
Go to your branch. I mean, go to your GitHub.
Okay.
Then now you do the Control R. Control R.
Okay.
Now you got the file from
This is my
local.
first.
Yes, local repository to the main repository. Now, as there is no other branch, whatever you do, it is being pushed to the main or default branch. Okay. Hello.
Sorry. What did you say?
Now, as you do not have any other branch except the main or default branch, so whatever the changes you do, that is being pushed to the main repository's main branch itself.
Okay.
So
So
tomorrow's
what
yeah.
did I make today? Like,
Sorry,
what is the commit that I made today?
that is the one. You just open that file. Initially, there was no such file, right? My first file was not existing, right? uh Open that my first file, open that, click
So
on.
no, the before changes, what is that file? That is this file?
Yeah, before changes in your whole repository's main branch, you have only one file, readme.md. Now
Okay.
after you commit, there is a second file created.
Okay.
You go to the top.
So the change that I made, I'm asking like what
uh,
did I make?
what is the change? So
Yeah.
the change you do is you created a new file, that's it.
Okay.
That is nothing but changing the folder, changing the repository. That now what I can do, I can download your repository. So if I download your repository before 10 to 15 minutes, I would get only readme file. Now if I download your repository, what I can get, I can get another file which you have created just now into the main repository. That is nothing but a change you have done, a commit you have done.
Okay. So in the what will this what will this become now? It will
Which
get
one?
clear. The JIT bash.
That itself is a terminal to what we call it is a medium to connect between your local system to the repositories, server repositories. That
Okay.
that is just a like a tool, again one more tool, which is coming along with the Git, which you can use to run the commands to maintain your repository, to do changes to your repository. Okay.
Okay. So will this get cleared now or will this remain the same?
That will remain the same. If you want, you can close that, or if you just want to the that terminal, but you want to clear the complete content, then you can type clear, CLEAR,
Clear and enter?
clear and enter. That's it.
Okay. But the process will be the same for
Yes,
every like
yes,
add,
yes,
status, commit.
yes, yes. Everything will be same. Tomorrow we will be having a branching concept. That will be additional step here now. If you see, there is only one branch, that is main branch. Tomorrow you'll
Yeah.
be creating 5 more branches. On
Okay.
one branch you will be working, on another branch I will be working from here. Then we will do some conflicts, we'll do some changes, we'll raise a pull request, we'll do merging to the main branch. These all will be done tomorrow. Tomorrow in the
Okay.
sense on the Monday's class. Okay.
We
Sorry.
are going to create another file again.
Yes, we are going with another files. You will be start writing. We will start creating some code. That code you don't need any coding concepts. Just to understand the nature of the GitHub, I'm telling that you'll be using some code, some files. So like this, or you will be adding some content to the existing file. The files, new files will not be added. Suppose if you open the file just now you created, that file
Yeah.
will have only 1 or 2 lines of sentence. Now what I do, I copy your folder, I add some 100 lines of content to that file, and again I will commit. Then I will raise a request for you. Hey Pujita, accept my pull request to merge my branches to your main branch. In my branch, as I have done the changes, so if you do the merging, then in your main branch the changes will appear. Initially it was 2
Okay.
lines. Sorry.
I'll get your pull request here.
Yes.
Where here?
No. There is a pull request tab, right? Beside issues, there you will be having the pull requests, which we raise.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't get the pull requests, right?
No.
Can I get the request because I am at the repository?
Yeah, you can get whatever. If you raise, I raise. The pull request is nothing but request to merge the default, merge the feature branch or the branch which you have created from your main branch again to the main branch, right? So if you do the changes, if you do creation of new branches, if I do the creation of new branches, whoever do the main branches and create pull requests, that all requests will be visible under this tab.
Okay, so now if you make any changes in your file, would
Mhm.
you to tell me that change? Like
Yeah.
how would it appear? Like will it be this JIT bash or any
No.
other?
On the Git, there itself. On the pull request, if you go, if you open the pull request, there you can see what I have changed.
Okay.
So now if you see here,
Like before accepting or after accepting?
even without accepting, before accepting only, you can see the changes I have done. If you feel that my requests are correct, then only you can accept, right? So
Okay.
to approve that, you need to see the changes which I have done. So that is where you can see, I mean, the pull request is the place where you can see the changes. Then if you
Oh,
feel it is that my changes are right, then only you can approve it to merge it to the main branch.
okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
I hope this concept is now clear for you, at least the workflow.
Okay. Can you tell me these steps like what are all one after one?
Yeah. Cloning.
Okay.
Next,
Should I
change it.
type CD for everything, like for all Git bashes? CD, that is change. What is CD?
Director.
Change directory.
Change directory. If you are in another directory, if you want to switch to another directory, then you use a change directory. This is not a git bash terminal, a git bash command. It is like a command for even Linux. Linux,
Okay.
right, Windows and Linux, those are the operating systems on which the computers run. So the same commands that will be used here in the git bash. So you don't need to remember those all. Just for now, you remember that. To switch between the folders, we use a change directory command. Directory in the sense, in computer terminology, it's a folder. So to change between the different folders, different directories, you use the command change directory. Okay.
Okay. First, we need to enter git space clone, and then we'll press enter. We'll get some kind of remotes and all. And then
Yes.
enter again CD, that is change directory space and the repository name, whatever it might
Yes.
be. And then
Yes.
again, and then git space add, and then we'll click on enter again, and we'll get
Yes.
another option. And then click on git status, right?
Status. There you will find the status where even your changes have been added or not. If they are not added, then it will not be appearing. It will be in the red symbol, as I have shown in my computer, that these changes you have done, but not yet added to your staging area.
Okay.
Then you do the commit. Then once you do the commit,
No, after git add, what should I do?
it is git status to check the status.
Okay, if nothing is added, what would be my status?
That will be 0, nothing, because that will not be visible. You can't see any changes that is made. Changes to be committed is there right here. There will be no changes to be committed. Such kind of information, not exactly the same what I am telling, that similar to kind of that. You can just try that scenario. You don't do any changes, you just do add. So you just see what is the status. Okay.
Okay. No,
Some kind.
if did I make any changes now before typing git status?
Yes,
Here?
yes. You created the file, right? We went to the folder. You click on the new option. You created a file in that folder.
I just created a new file in like a text document in the folder.
Yes, yes. That is nothing but a change you have done to that folder.
Yeah, before typing git add, should I do that?
Yes, yes.
Oh, after doing that, I need to
Yeah.
click
Add.
to type add.
Yeah.
And then
That.
and then I need to type to check the status. I need to type again git status and check whether it got added or not, right?
Yes, absolutely right.
Okay. And then after that, I need to click git status. And then the next one is changes to be committed.
Git commit. Yes. That
Okay.
commit should be followed by a commit message.
Git space. That commit should be
followed by a commit message. Git commit space -m in the double quotes. You are typing a message, right?
Oh yeah.
So you have to scroll down, because this is something we have done experimenting. So for setting up the global configuration for your email and the name. So
after typing this git commit, it's asking like, please tell me who you are, right?
that is not always. Whenever you set up the Git, then this is the one you have to follow. But yesterday we haven't done that. So that is the reason we have faced this issue today.
Okay.
Because that should be configured in your local system, that this is the mail ID we are using for Git, and this is the name that is going to be used for the mail. This Git. Okay.
Okay. Should I enter git space commit? No. Should I enter git's config this _global_user.com?
Not always. Now, not at all needed to remember that. Whenever you set up a new laptop, whenever you set up a new Git, then only you do that. It's a one-time process. Like you're downloading the Git, right? Once you download the Git, you have to do this.
Okay. Should I enter Git the space commit and
Yes.
message the
Yes.
first commit every time, like all the time
Yes.
after?
If every time you do the changes and add, then you want to commit to the local repository, then you definitely need to do commit.
Okay. After commit, we need to tell what message we have committed, right?
Yes. Yes. What is the commit message? So what that commit will do? It's like a description of that commit.
Should it be the same? This is my first commit or
No,
whatever?
the commit message will be different because now I do. I told that I have added so and so function to add two numbers. So that is my commit message. The commit
Okay.
message will describe what you are doing in the commit. It's absolutely up to you what you're going to do, what you're going to type in that message.
Okay. After Git push, is that the end of this submission?
Yes, end of the subject. Git push, Git commit is to your local repository. Git push is from your local repository to the main server repository.
Okay. And then I can see I need to reload this my Golang page and I need to check whether it got added or not, right?
Yes, yes.
Now I can see the changes made here. Where can I
Yes, yes, you can see new file created.
one changed file with 0 additions and 0 deletions. That is my first file text. Where is my initial file?
Where is your initial file? I didn't get that. Go back again, click on the code. You are into this commit, so you can only see these commit related activities here.
Okay.
So now you can see in the initial commit, which is the readme file yesterday. Now this is the one which you have done today.
Okay. So this is this is the first change that I made. If there are multiple people involved in this, and if after typing git push, if it not like it was not done, then it will not get appeared here, right?
No, it won't get appear. If there is any error in the git push, that will be displayed in the logs of the git bash.
Logs? What is logs?
These are logs. These are logs.
Okay, then how will it show here?
That will be some error. It depends on the error. Have you done any, like if the branch you are doing commit has been deleted by someone here, your org owner, you are doing the changes to your branch, but that branch itself is not there here. So that
Okay.
kind of scenarios will be there, right? Or the name of the branch is getting changed.
If I type git push here, then the request will be sent to the repository.
Yeah, request will be sent to the repository, the main repository,
After typing
the
git.
git push. So it automatically checks in the backend and accepts your push request. Not pull request, push request.
Okay, then why didn't I get now any request?
No, that is not shown. That is not a pull request.
Okay.
The pull request concept you will understand when we create another branch. You have only one branch. So where you will merge that branch again? See,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
if you have a copy of a branch, then you're going to merge this copy branch to the main branch. Then there is a need of a merge. You are
Oh,
directly having a main branch and you're doing the changes to that main branch itself.
okay.
So at this point of time, you don't need the pull request.
Okay. I do have only one branch, that is main branch. I'm not collaborating with any other branches now, so I'm not getting any request as of now.
We are not creating any request. There are certain concepts involved for pull requests. Also, there are situations where you want to commit a single commit to the main branch. I mean the branch. So that is also possible. Okay. I mean
Okay.
branch to branch, not only to main branch, from copy of another branch to copy of the second branch. That is also there, that possibilities. We will be looking into that into the tomorrow session. And tomorrow session will be this end of this GitHub. Okay. As our course is not to like not for completely on the CI/CD process or the GitHub, we have to have the knowledge how you maintain the code. That knowledge is of these basic commands and some additional concepts like uh, GitHub pull requests, GitHub actions, so that we will have a small intro, not in depth. Because if for a developer, this not need to be a main activity to remember. You are do coding, but if you say you are experienced in software, or you tell the manager that you are experienced with the deployment, then definitely the question arises, which tool you have used for the deployment. So
Okay.
in that scenario, you have to answer that, oh, okay, I have used the GitHub and the Jenkins interlinked, and I have done the PMD validations. So that is the process where you have fall for deployment. So can you write the Git commands what you have used? What are the challenges you faced during the GitHub deployment process? Then in that case, what happens? You have to tell them the commands, right? They just can't be ignored. So that is the reason we are teaching this part of GitHub in the Salesforce. Generally, no
So
one will teach this, but
those commands, those are these like the commit.
yeah, git commit, git add, git clone. So these are the basic commands. You don't need
Okay.
to just completely remember all the things, because in there will be a deployment team separately handling this all the things. But
Okay.
it is your responsibility to know at least few basics of this. Just if you are able to create a pull request. After creating pull request, it's up to them or the architects that they review, they do some changes. But till here, you have to know for sure. This is what I believe. That's the reason I am teaching.
Okay, all right, no problem. Yeah, I know one of my friends has like she's in deployment team. They consider all these requests and all, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We should have some basic knowledge regarding this stuff, but not in depth.
Yes, when you are telling yourself as an experienced person, then definitely you have to know the other tools except the Salesforce as well. Because in whole 2 or 3 years of your experience, you just not only handling the Salesforce, right? You'll be handling many other tools. So that's the reason this course is designed in such a way that this will be made you like an experienced person.
Okay.
Okay, I
Uh,
hope this is clear for you now.
yes.
Tomorrow you will be having some good concepts on branching and creating a request, pull requests, and merging and merge conflicts. There are some concepts that will be end of this tomorrow's session. I mean tomorrow is Monday.
Uh,
Tuesday you will be having some other basics of Salesforce, other concepts of Salesforce mainly, especially.
Tomorrow is Friday, right?
It's Friday. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. No, no, no. For this is Friday for us, right? Today is our Friday.
Okay, all right. Okay,
This
sorry.
this course is for like in highest time zone, right? So like that.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. So for you, it's 8 p.m. I think.
No, it's 11:30, like 10, 20, quarter less 12 Thursday
Uh,
night.
okay. Okay. 12 in the night now.
Yeah.
Okay. In which place you are in Canada?